Hello, Clay County families. This is Superintendent Melissa Godfrey. We are so excited to welcome you back to another great school year. As you likely know, over the summer, we have started construction for our new middle school. There have been and will continue to be many implications from this construction. This is especially true when we consider the implications of our car and bus traffic patterns. We are just considering these temporary changes and challenges to be growing pains that will be well worth it in the end. As a result of construction, we have lost our bus parking lot and our staff parking areas for Hayesville Middle School and Hayesville Elementary School. This means staff will be parking in different areas and students will not be able to load or unload buses in their normal location. Shifting bus loading and unloading will also impact car rider traffic as well, particularly in the afternoon. Our hope is that this video, along with other materials we are sharing out over the next few weeks, will explain these changes in detail and help you feel prepared for the start of the school year. We also hope that you will take advantage of our upcoming open houses to visit the schools and ask any clarifying questions you may have about new traffic patterns. Please remember that these new plans require your help and cooperation in order for them to run effectively. Let me be the first to say, though, that there is no easy solution to these challenges, and we have been very intentional about exploring many possible solutions. Of course, safety is our top priority, but we've also tried to consider other factors such as rainy days, game days, as well as trying to keep our school schedule as close to normal as possible. That's why we've opted to have car and bus arrival and dismissals going on at the same time instead of staggering them in an effort to maintain similar school schedules as we've had in the past. When our current bus lot was constructed several years ago, we loaded our buses on Yellow Jacket Drive in the afternoon. But that had its own set of challenges, particularly when it was raining, and in terms of ensuring our youngest students got on the correct bus in an efficient amount of time. So while we have something different planned this school year, we hope it will serve us better, especially given the duration of this project, which we expect to be 2.5 to 3 years. As with each school year, there are many unknowns when it comes to traffic that make it difficult to plan, but that is especially true in this situation. So while we hope our plan is as solid as possible, please understand that tweaks may be needed once we actually see how things play out. So we ask for your patience, understanding, and cooperation with this plan. The first week of school is always a challenge with traffic, but it will likely be especially so this school year as we embrace these new routines and patterns. I'm hopeful we will settle into a groove really soon. One of the first changes that you will likely notice when you come on Yellow Jacket Drive is that the speed bumps have been removed. This was necessary due to construction as well as to help us efficiently manage the increased congestion and traffic on Yellow Jacket Drive. Please remember that the speed limit on Yellow Jacket Drive is 20 miles per hour. We have asked for increased law enforcement on Yellow Jacket Drive to help us monitor speeds and ensure we keep our students safe. Thanks to the Clay County Sheriff's Department, we have also been able to install a radar sign that will clock your speed and display it for you as a reminder to slow down and to help you monitor your speed. The next few slides will focus on morning bus drop-off and morning car drop-off. We encourage as many students as possible to ride the bus to reduce congestion on campus. In terms of bus drop-off, I have shared the locations here. However, it is not required that parents know this information. We are sharing this so that you can talk to your child and help them feel comfortable about the start to school. Hayesville primary students will be dropped off in the bus circle as usual. After our bus drivers leave Hayesville Primary School, they will come up to Yellow Jacket Drive and drop off students for Hayesville Elementary and Hayesville High School here at the Hayesville High School Circle. The Hayesville Elementary students will follow this covered walkway down to the elementary school. It is important to note that we will have staff staggered all along this walkway to ensure that our students are supervised and safe all the way to the building. Middle school students will be dropped off in front of Hayesville Middle School, where the main entrance used to be. That entrance is no longer going to be accessible to students or staff or parents, with the exception of morning bus drop-off. So students will exit here at the former main entrance, which is now located over here on the back side of the school. And then they will enter through the construction gate into the school. And then our buses will follow along down and park at the bus garage. So that's our morning drop-off plan for buses. We know that some parents prefer to drop off their students at school rather than having them ride the bus. If you are coming to campus in the morning to drop off students on Yellow Jacket Drive, please be aware that you will only be able to enter Yellow Jacket Drive from the Myers Chapel Inn next to Hayesville Primary School. We have added traffic control at that intersection to assist with this change. Only staff will be able to enter Yellow Jacket Drive from the roundabout between 7:20 and 7:45. They will have parking tags that identify them as staff. Anyone without a tag will be turned away. This is to ensure staff do not get caught in congestion and are able to report to their duty station on time. This helps ensure adequate supervision during morning arrival. After 7:45, our staff will be on campus and buses will be unloaded, and then Yellow Jacket Drive can be accessed from either end. Our morning drop-off procedures are pretty much the same as they always have been, with just a few minor changes. Hayesville Elementary School will continue to drop off in the HES circle in front of the school. Hayesville Primary will continue to drop off in their circle in front of the school. Same with Hayesville High School. They will drop off in the circle in front of the school. The only change is for Hayesville Middle School. Previously, they had been dropped off here in front of the main entrance of the middle school, and that has been relocated to the central office parking lot. That is where students have normally been picked up in the afternoon, but will now also serve as the morning drop-off location as well. Parents who need to drop off on Yellow Jacket Drive, so that would be Hayesville High School or Hayesville Middle School, are encouraged to wait till 7:45 or after to drop off. However, please remember that if you do need to enter Yellow Jacket Drive prior to 7:45, you will need to enter from the Myers Chapel Road in near Hayesville Primary School. One last request, if you are dropping a student off at Hayesville Primary School and you also need to drop off a student at the high school or middle school and will need to access Yellow Jacket Drive, we ask that you use this connector road from HPS onto Yellow Jacket Drive. It's a shortcut and it will save you time and it will keep traffic moving efficiently. The afternoon is where we will see the most impacts and changes to our normal routines. All students in elementary, middle, and high school will load buses in the elementary school circle. We've chosen this location because it keeps the buses off of Yellow Jacket Drive. It makes buses easier to load, and students will have access to an awning or covering in the event of bad weather. Buses will load all of those students from elementary, middle, and high at the elementary school circle, and then they'll go to the bottom of the hill and cut up into the primary school and pick up those students and then begin their route. Please keep in mind that buses will need to load in phases. So buses will be leaving campus later than normal, and that will impact their arrival time at home. Parents of Hayesville Elementary School students will not be able to enter the HES circle after 2:45 each day. So it's important to keep this in mind if you are picking up your child early. With the Hayesville Elementary School circle being used for bus loading, HES car riders will need to be relocated. I'll be sharing details about the new location on the next slide. This map shows the afternoon car pickup plan. Hayesville Primary School and Hayesville Middle School will operate as normal. Again, with HPS being in their traffic loop and Hayesville Middle School being in their normal location in front of the central office. The biggest difference is that Hayesville Elementary School car riders are being relocated since buses will be loading in the HES circle. As such, HES and HHS students will be picked up in the same location, the circle in front of Hayesville High School. The queue for this line will be through the HHS gym parking lot as shown. So if you're picking up a student from either Hayesville Elementary School or Hayesville High School, you will enter through the bottom of the gym parking lot. and go to the very end, come up alongside the gym, and then come through that first aisle in the traffic. If you're the first car in line, it is important that you stop when you get to Yellow Jacket Drive. When we are ready to begin pickup, someone will direct you to proceed forward and into the circle for pickup. We will be loading 6 cars at a time, just as we had in the elementary circle, so the line should move quickly. Just like with drop-off, if you were picking up a student at HPS and also need to pick up another student, please pick up the student at HPS first and then use the connector road here to access Yellow Jacket Drive, which is where all other school pickups will occur. It's very important that no cars are parked for pickup before 2:55. As you can see, all queuing areas are also parking areas, and we need to keep these areas open. This will allow our student drivers to leave after school. It will also assist in staff needing to get from one location to another, such as a teacher that needs to get to our after-school program. We will also be using some of these areas for activity bus loading, so it's very important that these areas be kept free of parked cars. Anyone arriving prior to 2:55 will be asked to leave, as it will be impossible for us to operate efficiently if parking areas are blocked by cars. Your cooperation with this is greatly appreciated. As I mentioned, the biggest change will be for our elementary parents. So as such, our elementary school is sponsoring an event called Traffic and Treats coming up on Wednesday, August 14th from 5 to 6 p.m. This is an opportunity for your family to drive through the afternoon car rider line in the HHS circle. You also get a popsicle on your way through. A quick request from our traffic control team. It is very helpful when they are directing traffic to know which way you need to turn. So please be sure to use your turn signal. It will be much appreciated. I've included here our arrival and dismissal times. They're pretty similar to what we've used in the past, but there have been some changes, particularly at Hayesville Primary School. Arrival for Hayesville Primary School will begin at 7:28, and the tardy bell will ring at 7:58. For all other schools, drop-off begins at 7:30 and 7:55 is the tardy bell. Dismissal for Hayesville Primary School will be at 2:58. Dismissal for the other schools will be at 2:55. However, it will take a few minutes for us to get up to the car rider areas. So we're hopeful that we can begin around 2:58. However, it may be closer to 3 o'clock before we'll be able to start the car rider line. Last but not least, I just wanted to remind you about our open houses that will be happening on Wednesday and Thursday, the week before school starts. Hayesville Middle School and Hayesville High School will be on Wednesday, August the 21st from 2 to 6 p.m. Hayesville Primary School and Hayesville Elementary School will be on Thursday, August 22nd from 4 to 6 p.m. So we hope that you'll come by and ask any clarifying questions that you have about our traffic plans. And again, we appreciate your patience and cooperation as we navigate this together. Thank you.